right. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. Sorry it's later in the day. Well, it's really not even Sunday anymore. I see Tom Jensen. Peace, love, and barbecue. Appreciate you being here. Let's see if we're good on the other platforms. We got 1. We got 2. And we got all 3. So I'm going to ask a question. I already know the answer to, and that's, are we live? I said, are we live? Looks like we are. Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode of Sunday Night Games. Of course, we're still playing Mouse PI. Let's get it up on the screen. You already hear the music. Oh, that went away. And it'll come back pretty soon. All right. So that's, I think we were just at the office last time, ready to go to the next level. So we are no sound. Uh-oh. No sound at all? Let me see. That's not good. Is there no sound at all? Because there should be sound. Let me check this stream. Because there should be sound. Okay, I hear sound on my when I look at the stream. So just let me know if the sound is gone. Okay. And maybe you meant the sound of the game, because, yeah, that did go on and off. But, yeah, let me know if you can't hear anything. Or how would you know if I'm saying anything? Okay, sounds good. You had an error. Okay, cool. It just hit me how stupid that was. How are you going to let me know if you can't hear me? We'll let you know you can. Okay. So each one wanted to give me a reason to go back to the level I already beat. Each new person I talked to, I'd really rather advance the story. I mean, I don't know if it's like a have-to thing. We'll find out. Oh, no worries. Okay, that's where it wants me to go. Driving this thing is a mess. Okay. The Quagmire Giggity. Turn your mink coat to Hawkmania tank top. Shout out Max B. Shout out Thailand. Shout out Retro Richard. What did I get? I don't even know why I'm paused now. I don't think I say anything. I think you're stretching it when I ask to pause. But pause. But no, I don't think I say anything.
Crooked cops and their phony roadblocks.
Oh, Max B, he does like doing the low. But I didn't say that part. I was cognizant not to say that part. Talking about some God on. Stop it. Who's this motherfucker? You need to stop. Shooting at him. He's shooting. Made you look. I've been really trying to spend this week focused on music. And in one way, it's been successful from the standpoint of hours put forth towards music, right? I definitely feel like I really, but I don't really have anything, you know?
Better stick to the cage trail, wherever it leads.
Like, I just been making music, and I don't want to totally understate it, like I just have nothing, but it's just, I don't know. Oh, shit. What the fuck? It just, I don't know. I can't, you know what? You're not going to like everything you do. If I didn't have any standard, right, I would, you know. It's just, it's weird because I want to be way more prolific, but I don't know if I necessarily had the quality. That said, I did have already released a project. I'm not doing the best job promoting that. Hopefully that'll change. You know, I keep talking about this journey. I would be lying if I said that's not a big reason why I'm not doing the biggest job. I don't want to be known as a fat rapper, man. I'm already a fat, or at least if I am, not a super fat rapper, right? And so I gotta get healthier, significantly so. So once that happens, and that's like, 50, 60 pounds, which is fairly substantial. But that's not the end of the journey by any stretch either, right? Because, the journey's probably closer to, 180, 200 to be 1,000. So, but if I can get to a significant point where, again, I don't want to ever be in the same, I hate people saying EDP, right? I don't want people to think, oh, I'm the same size as EDP.
Jack.
I don't even know what a Bella Danger looks like. No cap. Not trying to humble brag, none of that. I know, listen, I'm not trying to, I know what, what's the Middle Eastern bit Mia Khalifa look like. And I know what, if you're an old head, you know who Jada Fire is. And you know what she look like. So I'm not going to act innocent. I just don't know what a Bella Danger look like. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not trying to act holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. She just was never my cup of tea. You know what it is? I can fuck white girl. I'm not trying to be like because I can't smash a buck right now. But like back in my day, it's like, okay, a white girl, I can get a white girl. No disrespect. I can get some sis, but I couldn't get one looking good Jada Fire. You gotta be thick. I think I've seen her before. She's not somebody I would like enjoy. And listen, I'm not trying to goon, professional goon, go back to the goonery. But I just think I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. When the first time, if you want the real, I'm giving you the real right now. I couldn't pick her out of a lineup because the first time I saw her, I didn't think she was that impressive. I knew the name. I said this is hype. And so as a result, it was that. And then we're talking about 15, 20 years ago or whatever it was when she was at her 10, 15, whatever it was when she was at her peak. So it's like, this is the hype train. A lot of these hoes were with the hype train, if we're being honest. We're not trying to be goon statistics. You remember that reel where he was breaking that shit down to ESPN level? I'm not trying to break it down to the ESPN level. I'm not trying to lie to you. That's why I mentioned Jada Fire. I'm an older head, you know what I'm saying? I'm just breaking it down. I'm just saying that Bella Danger was always overrated, so I couldn't pick her out of the lineup. That's me being honest. I know who she is. I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. And I appreciate Lovely Sherry. Now we got Jada Parker. Shout out to Jada. Jada Parker is killing. Honestly, Jada Parker is killing every woman we mentioned. And and you can see that for free on NXT. That's another part of the game that got messed up. I mean, if you just want to be a medium goon, I mean, it's shit's all around you, whether it's Instagram, whether it's like, I'm going to Target. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Target and see the most beautiful girl you've ever seen in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Will-o-wisps
and then just tomorrow the same thing. You see the biggest it's like, so if you just want to be a mid goon, you're not like hardcore goonery and just a basic goon. And I feel like I'm at the level of basic goonery, or hopefully less, as I'm about to die. Going to Target, I'm not trying to be RDC Ben, but there's a Target close by, and I've been going. I actually like Target. Abella's a sweet gal. She's being nice to Abella. Basic goon. Yeah, you heard me. There are advanced goons that are super advanced with it. Y'all know I'm not lying. Every human to some extent has some goonery, right? If we didn't, there would be no one, right? There's a small level of goonery we all have, rather we like to admit it, rather rather you have control. Some people got control over their goonery. I feel like at this point in my life, I got control over my goonery. Right? I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead ass. Since Nas wanted the real shit, I'm giving you the real shit. True names.
So
Mega
working
Goon. There are
overtime
super
today.
goons. I don't know who James Dean is. I'm being dead ass. I never memorized dudes. There's a few I could, but like I'm assuming that's because if you win a Bell of Danger, I'm assuming this person's in the same industry. But like that just wasn't my thing. That was never my thing, even when at my most gooniest. Because I hated the idea I was watching porn in the first place. It always felt like I never felt like porn. Like I'm proud to be watching other people fuck. Like that always sucks. So I was like, I don't want to get into this like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to goon, right? But we're a human being. You know, you get attracted to what you're attracted to. So like, but like I never wanted to be like, someone else is fucking. I want to know their names and watch all their movies. Like, nah, I'm good on that. And so as a result, I mean, I know a few, but I didn't remember these motherfuckers' names. I don't want to remember these motherfuckers' names. You know what I mean? Who the fuck wants to be out here gooning? You should be out here living. You know what I mean? Shit. And you know what I mean? No shame. I'm not trying to kink shame. Oh shit, I thought that was bland. Well, I don't know. We all watch it, don't like. Yeah. You know what? I have been on a thing. I have not watched Prawn in a long time. Like a long time. Sorry about the goonery. Blame Nosferatu. He started bringing up porn stars, and we start talking about goonery. Yeah, if it's true, if people weren't horny, wouldn't be people. Wouldn't be people, yeah. We all watch it, don't lie. I've stopped watching it, and it's been a thing for the past, like, year and a half. Straight up, no cap. That's no cap. But I don't want to talk about it 'cause I don't want to, like, jinx it. So, oh, yeah, they do got Minotaur sex porn. If you into that, but it's reading. See, now that's another thing. The porn, the new porn is the porn you can sell at Barnes and Noble. It's the pornographic books. That's the new gimmick. That's the new wave. Yeah, just went through the gate. So yeah. The new porn is the reading porn that women are buying like crazy. I'm just being honest, man. Y'all saved Barnes and Noble from death. Well, not trying to say y'all, like you, like Sherry and Listless did it. Just you two. No, but women as a demographic, I'm doing the same thing y'all do to me. Women as a demographic have basically saved Barnes and Noble from certain death because of the romance novel gimmick. With Great Goonin, you got Booty Talk 69 on DVD. I don't got a DVD player. Yeah, the romance novels, Tom Jensen. That game has gotten so crazy, literally, and people kind of rather buy it in person than online. Well, they want to be discreet. They want to be as discreet as possible. But there is like a logic of you you just scan it. It's just in your bag. If somebody quote unquote steal your Amazon package, which could happen. I'm 100%. People looking at you crazy. Some people worry about shit. I don't know. I've just seen videos on. I watch a lot of videos on a lot of shit because I gotta work and I need something to watch. So I don't jump off shit. What kind of DVDs? OG romance novels are just people or the occasional vampire. Having that milk. You're not down to milk Minotaur. Really, I would say this recent wave started with Twilight and you just mentioned Sparkle Vampire. It started with Twilight and then 50 Shades of Grey back in the day. And it just went crazy after that. It just got like literally insane. And it became just this massive ass market. shit. 50 Shades of Grey is just Diddy. No romance, just action and horror. I see. You got a collection of Fabio books. Shout out to Fabio. I remember him. Team Edward. I forgot the characters. Was that Twilight? That's Twilight though. I think I might. I don't remember which is which. Who was it? Edward and Jacob? I hate to say I think I remember the names. Because that thing was so mainstream. I think it was Jacob. See, I don't want to lie. I'm keeping it real because Nas is here. He wants me to keep it real. I'll keep it real. I'll tell you what I remember. Because, I mean, again, that's, I'm old and shit, so I don't remember everything. Plus, I got to make sure I remember. I think it's Jacob, Edward, and Bella. I think those are characters. I couldn't tell you the rest. Those are the ones. Because they had a Burger King, Team Edward, Team Jacob thing. I think it was Burger King, and so I remember that. So I'm not going to lie to people. So I hate to say it. And that's not, I don't know how I remember it. Because I haven't watched the shit and I never watched those movies. I never watched any of those movies. But they marketed it so crazy that it just went crazy. That was back in the last little bit of monoculture where everybody knew a certain amount. There was people who never saw Star Wars who knew who Darth Vader was. Whooped on. Shit. So porn is weird. Yeah, porn. I hate porn. That's why I stopped watching it. He said for knowing the name. You know what, man? Like I said, it was a different time. When things got marketed to that point, you knew who it was even if you didn't want to. And that happened with that property. Things don't happen like that no more, so you just like, damn, y'all just really remember some dumb gay shit like Twilight? And it's like, nah, in that era, you just couldn't escape it. So like, you could have just, hey, I'm just about to go to get Burger King, and you still getting shit on Twilight. Shit ain't that widespread like that now. Jeremy, I remember him. I forgot about him. The Wine Mine Arthur's the pedal for sure. Cause Jacob, yeah, he does. But like the story, even that story elements, because it was, you could not escape certain things in that day and age. It didn't matter if you liked it. Everything wasn't like, see, the internet, you can escape anything. Now, it's so easy to escape stuff. And even though you remember certain things, you probably don't remember how difficult things were to escape. Like, you couldn't, shit got too popular. Oh, shit, my God. Just like most people, you said Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know what that is. I know Sonic the Hedgehog. Most people knew Sonic because of Sega, and most people knew this. Again, you may not play one game, but you would know, oh, that's Sonic, or that's Mario, or that's this. I'm talking about this shit. I'm getting whooped on. You still alive?
I'm melting.
Sorry, now I'm like, where's... Oh, there's he. There. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Looks like these cheese lickers missed the memo on quitting.
Sheesh. There more of these fuckers? That was tough. Alright. So where there were several Magic Mike movies at the same time, women bleeding about how masculinity is toxic, right? Yeah, the woman goonery thing, it's like, okay, you know, the jig is up. We know you guys are gooners too. More so. I mean, you could be arguing women are more gooners than men. The difference there's a key difference between men and women, which is
the right scent.
Most men will settle for most women, and most women won't. And I'm dead. Most women won't settle for most men. That's the key difference. But because most men will settle for most women, a lot of, you know, this fat chicks fucking John Cena sort of. I keep using that thing. John Cena's own testimony on Howard Stern talking about he fucking fat chicks. So that's what I mean.
Trafficking waypoint.
And listen, I know Richard gonna talk about Sniper Wolf and all these. Okay, yeah, you get some. There's definitely some dudes who can do that too sometimes. But like, on average, unless he's the trickster. I mean, of course, you trick me, anything happens. You usually bring up Sniper Wolf and her ugly ex, like, oh, well, anybody can get him. Oh, yeah. You know, a few stragglers can get lucky, yeah. A few people can, you know, hit a half-court shot, but that don't mean that's the shot you take. That don't mean, just because a few people got range from half-court don't mean everybody do. So I'm not trying to call you out. I'm not shaming anyone. Go crazy as long as it's consensual legal. I agree. You know, it's a free country. Do as you would. You know.
Trafficking waypoint. Looks like I'm on the right scent.
Goodness, can I not hit this guy? Shit. Goodness. I remember Sniper Wolf brain dead reaction. She was cute with Watto. No, I don't know who's Watto. Is that the blue alien? That is he the fucking slave owner for Anakin and his mom? See, if I remember that, that's like crazy. That's a crazy pull if that's correct. If that's correct, that's a wild pull, man. Pause. It is Anakin slave owner. Wow. How did I? Man, there's so much marijuana caked up on that memory before. Like, I've experienced so much life since knowing fucking Watto existed. Since that memory was made, for someone like me, that's an incredible pull. There's so much sugar and marijuana stain on my brain, on the spots where that memory probably is. So just that I can remember that, I feel incredible, I must say. No, it's not Star. I mean, I would just get like water and shit. I don't like coffee. I just used to like white girls, so I would go to Starbucks, but I don't like coffee. So I would either get like a water, or if they had some super like crazy little mango type shit, I would get that. But I don't like coffee. So and I wouldn't, I was doing okay. I wasn't living like that. Where it's just like, I would go stretches where it's like, oh man, for a few weeks, every week I've been Starbucks, but it ain't like every day type shit, and it wasn't like that all the time. You know what I mean?
Definitely
It was just, I had a few decent runs. Had a few decent runs with the belt. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing. A few Sami Zayn type title reigns type shit. And a bunch of dark matches. And how many goddamn bullets? You gotta hit this motherfucker. Goodness gracious. Oh, shit. Any health? No. Okay. Okay, good. This is an easy one. Oops. Yeah, I did finally beat that bullshit boss. He said Starbucks $50 a gallon. Ooh. Well, I mean, congrats, but I'm not trying to hear about no ass gay. That's your business. I'm cool with it staying that way. No disrespect.
I'm melting.
Oh shit, really? Golly. This is the one issue with this black and white graphics. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to know what the fuck I'm standing on half the damn time? So this, I like this game quite a bit. Not a perfect game. Okay, where? Okay. Oh, clan member. Oh shit. No, never mind.
Well, if it ain't mon petit helpful cheese wedge, done tumble back on a Destiny's lazy Susan.
How's LA Knight champ? I'm not a big LA Knight guy. He kind of misses moments to me. I liked him at first. Pause.
Maybe I ought to put my cauldron off the door.
And yeah, he would end up just like Jey Uso. I think it's the same. He botches a lot. He's only over for some simple shit. But he didn't get chose. If they would have chose LA Knight, we'd be saying, well, damn, how come they never put Jey Uso? I promise you.
Built this place with her own two paws. Live off the land. Fed the critters. Kept bug off all that questionable cheese. Some say she was a real witch.
I didn't mention no black people. What are you talking about?
But what?
But the same company she ran from bought out
Samoa's
the
a totally
whole
different
area.
race.
Booted her out. Since then,
I didn't even make it racial. You made it racial. I had nothing. I said LA Knight equals Jey Uso. I don't think that's a crazy statement.
Par for the course.
And that's the same thing Richard said.
Anything that can go just right, just might. But it worked the other way too. Witches, magicians, scientists, folk like
To be
that.
1,000,
They don't leave a place untouched.
I don't care much.
Juju lingers, no.
At this point, I could care less
and
about
whatever
either.
went down in that
I still
old
love
uphill
wrestling,
resort a fortnight ago.
but I could care less
Well,
about it right now.
You can see for yourself.
What
You're not
resort?
kidding us.
All in
Shane
due
was
time,
nice.
Cheryl.
That's why they bought Shane
All
back.
in due
Was it
time.
5 to 10 years? It was about 10 years
I
ago
got
now.
a trail to follow and it's getting
Shane was
cold.
nice.
So how do I get out of here?
Oh, that part's easy. You need the key of diamonds.
Just the key of diamonds?
That and a little creativity. But I seen you work, Cheryl. You do just
Yeah, the game
fine.
is actually in black and white.
One thing before
No,
you
I was talking
go.
about how it's hard to
That
see
little
shit.
shrew lady you've been talking about. That you?
Oh, God forbid, baby. I might look old, but I'm much, much, much older.
I probably should have. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong with white. What's wrong with you, bro? No one said anything. You're being defensive.
inside.
Shit. Oh, modern wrestling's not good. You had the cool moment with Cody a couple years ago. That was it, man. You know what I mean? Modern wrestling is not good. That's the reason I met Richard like once he was in the chat and he mentioned something about being a wrestler. I said, you should. You got more charisma than every wrestler right now. And I know that from just like half a conversation. Like, and I didn't know that you would be like a permanent you, because people come and go. Pause. But I just knew that you had more charisma than these motherfuckers. I mean, this is one of the worst. And I've talked about that. We can do the All Entertainment Sucks conversation again. All Entertainment Sucks podcast. I blew this guy's head clean off. Whoa. Shit. We can have that conversation. But, boy, I mean, these wrestlers suck at just the basics of wrestling. And I'm just mean protecting your opponent, doing moves smooth. That means you don't botch them. And having a character and being able to cut a promo. That's not it can be tough, but fucking a Paul brother figured it out, right? So it can be tough. It's not the easiest thing on earth, but it ain't, it ain't brain surgery neither. So, but when you have a bunch of people who are just ill-equipped, and that's everyone, and all the legends have left. Even some of the newer people who had a little talent, now they older. It's like, well, shit, this is just fucked. You know what I mean? You just look, like, this is just over. Like, it's just, I mean, it's Mason Rook, which I'm sure Nas don't know who Mason Rook is. I just splooshed on this guy, pause. I mean, he's supposed to be the future? This fat lesbian looking dude? No disrespect. Who's not strong? Like, he's a fat dude who's not that strong. He had issues lifting up poor Jackson, whatever that twink name is. No disrespect. He's a smaller fellow. But he was doing all the damn work. And that, you know what? A lot of people did leave during that period. When everyone said, you did. And this has been a WWE issue too. They just don't know how to move storylines along. And they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel comfortable producing multiple storylines at once and moving storylines along. And I don't know why. And so you have, this person's faced each other 2 or 3 times before the pay-per-view. And it's just like, why are we doing this?
And she's gone again.
What's wrong with you? When I talk shit, it takes 10 to 15 years for what I say is declassified. Fair enough. Sorry. Back it up. Whatever you say about wrestling, I'm agree because it's just not a good era right now. It was better a few years. It was better back. Everything treats things better. American entertainment as a whole is just falling off. You know what? I was watching a video. I talked about the guy's name, Art Economist. He's on YouTube. He brings up interesting videos. And Shao, you want to know somebody I got a crush on? Her name is Asha Sharma. She's the CEO of Xbox. And her gimmick, she's the new CEO. She's brought her own COO, and they were just talking about how Xbox failed miserably. Oh, it's the same direction. What do I keep doing? How miserably they failed the past 5-6 years, buying up all these fucking companies. Oops, wrong button. And, okay. All for the point of
Looks heavy.
pushing Game Pass while Game Pass is losing customers, and the fact that the company was literally too big to realize this is what they're doing. But now they have one singular vision, and it was easy to recognize once they had one singular vision in place. And why are we bringing up this story about Xbox? The reason is the reason I'm bringing it up is because this is the issue with all entertainment. There's so much corporate structure, so much corporate bloat that you cannot get a singular vision across to the people in any meaningful way. And because there isn't one, there's just a bunch of corpos, and so a bunch of corpos can give you a slot. But when you have a Vince McMahon, even Vince McMahon, that wasn't his best era, 12 to 19. I blame some of this on talent, but some of this on their presentation and the way they. Why do I keep going in the same circle? Where the fuck do I go? Some of it on what's the word I'm trying to use? Oh, just the way they organize their story. It's like there's just, like every week same guy facing the same guy, every week same girl facing the same girl. They're not really putting these stories together like that. On top of, these aren't really stars that you can just give basic shit to and they're going to just make everything great. So it's a combination of things. I don't want to totally blame the booking as much as the booking be blamed, because I just feel like a lot of these motherfuckers ain't even like that, man. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I know I could never do it. I'm not a pro wrestler, but just a lot of these motherfuckers are sorry, and it just comes across the screen that these motherfuckers are sorry. And so you don't really want to watch the shit because they're sorry. Like, what can I say? You know what I mean? What can I say? Y'all not, just not like that. And I don't know what to say. It's not my idea for y'all to be weak. I didn't tell you to be trash, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing about no race. You always bringing up race. Stop it. And I'm sorry for missing comments. Let me actually pause, because you guys are the story. You guys are the show. So I've been missing a lot of stuff. The Kamala Bunny, stop it. We gotta be respectful. Kamala Bunnies. That's crazy work. Be respectful. I'm just joking. Batman sucking off Robin. Is that what's going on? Superman sucking off Jimmy Olsen? That's wild. I hope not. Before I go, what video am I gotta play before you go to bed? What is this? If it's stupid, I'm not gonna play it. If it's funny, I will. If it's entertaining, I'll never know. Total Corporal. Okay, this is decent. I'll play it. You win. We'll get to it in a second. Let's get through this. AEW is better than WWE. I don't disagree. AEW is probably at its best balance with a lot of things right at this moment, and I am excited to see All In. They're really good at pay-per-views, but their week to week has issues. I was actually thinking about this. Like I said, I thought about making a video. Part of this, I'm on Instagram. I make a comment about Finn Balor on this little poster with Finn Balor changing his style to be more manageable, where all I did was somebody said, "Oh, we'll nerf your style and do this," and I responded, "We'll make it so you can be able to feed your family for a long time and be able to see them," or something like that. Like, basically, here's a style that's easier to wrestle for a longer period of time. And I did have, like, so you're not breaking your neck for neckbeards who don't care. And then the person said something about AEW, and I never said anything about AEW. This person just assumed I'm talking about AEW fans out the orange. I'm talking about all wrestling fans. But because there's a lot of people who think if you like WWE, you don't care about matches, and that's not true. Or if you like AEW, you don't care about stories. Like this is a dichotomy that one only does stories and one only does matches, and neither does either well, honestly. But AEW's better. I think it's better, but and I'm going a whole diatribe. I got to get to everybody's comments, but a perfect example of my issue with AEW is how they handle Darby's championship reign, where he fights a bunch of nobodies for a few weeks, great matches, and that's what Tony Khan's gimmick is. I have a low floor because I can put on exciting matches with the amount of talent I have. He has too much talent and everybody can't shine. That's another can of worms. The indies should be packed filled with wrestlers. And I guess they technically can wrestle AEW and the indies, but you know what I mean. In any event, fucking Darby breaks his body for a fucking month, and then you just give it back to MJF. So people are criticizing what you did to Sami Zayn, but because they got good matches, they don't care about Darby Allin's CTE. They don't care about his kneecaps. They don't care about his spinal cord. They got good matches, so they think Darby Allin had a better reign than Sami Zayn. Okay, that didn't really happen, but you can think that, man. And if they don't, those are the issues with storytelling they have. They've improved a ton. I want to give them credit. You used to be able to criticize how stupid their stories were, how weak they are. There's still a lot of stupid. I still hate Don Callis' family. I still hate the overused factions. There's still story elements that fuck with me. But they do good stuff. I mean, they had, a cool Omega MJF match. They always have good matches. They always have good pay-per-views. They've improved a ton on stories, but there's still left to be desired. And they just use matches to kind of there is still a hesitation to use matches to overlook story, even though they do try to add more to it than they have. And honestly, I'm also missing Toni Storm because she was like one of my favorite wrestlers. Not just because of her ass, but actually because of her wrestling. And I'm not going to just give that because there's a lot of thick bitches, but they fucking suck. So, so that's my thought. I'm sorry. Maybe we should do a fucking wrestling podcast. Maybe I need to just do it just to get it out. Pause. So, Richard, do you really want to do a wrestling podcast? I can't guarantee every week, but we can still try it if you really for real want to try it. Because the fact that I just did that was insane. So good points, Richard. About what was the points? Oh, they want gay Batman. Good. Don't give them money and attention. That's you're right. We got to stop. We got to stop letting falling for the rage bait. That we do. Both still Hollywood and sports. Just Hollywood, sports, whole entertainment. We see gaming. It's all in the toilet. I've never seen it worse. And we will get to Torto Corporate Death. Are you still here, Nas? I got to do this because Nas might leave. And this looks like it's actually pretty cool video. So let's get this in before Nas gets out of here. Since I'm missed time for Ascension, we got to have some of the pillars in. So let's see.
Listen, V. Total Corpo death. Kill Corpos. Behead Corpos. Roundhouse kick a Corpo into the concrete. Slam dunk a fur blood into the trash can. Crucify filthy Corpos. Defecate in a Corpos food. Launch Corpos into the sun. Stir fry Corpos in a wok. Toss Corpos into active volcanoes. Urinate into a Corpos chew 2 tank. Judo throw Corpos into a wood chipper. Twist Corpos heads off. Report Corpos to the Wizards Council. Karate chop Corpos in half. Curb stomp pregnant Corpos. Trap Corpos in the desert. Crush Corpos in the trash compactor. Liquefy Corpos in a vat of acid. Stomp Corpos skulls with steel-toed boots. Lobotomize Corpos. Mandatory abortions for Corpos. Grind Corpo fetuses in the garbage disposal. Drown Corpos in fried ramen grease. Vaporize Corpos with antimatter. Nuke Corpos. Kick old Corpos down their towers. Slice Corpos with mantis blades.
All right, bit extreme. But I understand it. Again, a little extra hot sauce. But I understand it. I don't know if I would go quite that extreme, especially for the lower level corpos, right? Because their corpos are just clocking in, clocking out. They're just people got laid off from Xbox. People, they don't matter. Shout out to Base Keanu. We actually just checked that out. Oh, you did? Oh, shit. I thought they could have done it. Oh, yeah, I do remember, man. That Superman getting raped, that fucked with me. I don't know if you remember, if you were here. Me and Matt covered it. And I was like, this is too much. This is too much. Yeah, people do suck. There's a lot of people. And a lot of them are not good. There's still good ones. Gotta have some faith. Gotta have some hope too. Zombie Man finally sending me something else that's not unhinged. We got some music, maybe, or what is this?
I found myself.
We got Looks Maxing a die. I'm not shot. That's something we might break down tomorrow or something. What do y'all know about the Looks Maxing thing? I know clavicular. I used to know more about steroids, but I don't. I'm trying creatine for the first time in my life now, so I don't know. It's supposed to give you more energy. No, don't put a barrel of gun in my. Hopefully, goodness great. I know you're joking, but please don't joke like that, brother. We need Nosferatu around here. What about Sonny Kiss ass? Is he still around? I don't remember him. I don't think he's still around. He might be on the Indies, but I don't know what he is. Yeah, we might need to do it. I heard the rumor is she gonna return at All In. She might. Rich Love Sonny. I don't think people remember Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss is like one of those obscure names. You keep bringing him up, but like that name is getting more obscure as the days go on. You're like, oh shit, I do remember AEW Sonny Kiss was a whole person. Didn't WWE have their own Sonny Kiss? His name was like Edward or Ernie or some shit, or I don't remember what his name was. Something Adams, maybe? There was they had their own Sonny Kiss, but he was like kind of chubby. I can't remember the guy's name. I can't. I remember Mia Khalifa. I don't remember him. There's a person on Twitter who correctly pointed out Just Cause is basically a Kite Man game. I'm vaguely familiar with the Just Cause series, but I guess it's a lot of. I wouldn't say gaming's in the toilet. It's tempting to hang yourself while gamers put the chair back. Here's what I will say about gaming. There's a lot, because you have the component thing, which is making platforms to game on PC or console much more expensive. You have a small amount of games, a lot of that by the Xbox thing I just talked about. Happy, you just keep hitting me with subjects I can just rant all day about. And maybe I should be. Maybe these should be videos. And by the way, if y'all see my video, please hype it up. Shout out to my video on Jaylen Brown. It's got 50 views. I'll take it. So hype it up if you care about sports. But with gaming, for the gamers, from the perspective, I'm talking about my own perspective and what I can imagine are others. There's not a lot of games out. I'm playing a newer game right now. There's not a ton of games for everybody. Now, if you're competitive COD, competitive Madden, I guess this is where they do have a point. If you like a 2K, a Madden, a COD, the basic bitch game, you're at least going to fucking get it every year. Pause. Where if you like certain series, there's no fucking guarantee you'll ever get another one. Like, everybody's excited about Obsidian and fucking Fallout. That's like 15, 20 years later, man. Like this, we're getting Star Fox 64 remade 30 years later. Like, this is not great. Like, there's indie games like this, but those are hard to fund. Pause. How do you even get those games made? And again, we kind of need more independent games, because if there's a lot of corporate structure, apparently at Xbox, it took 15 people to get something done. If you needed to go, you had to go up 15 levels. And so nobody could get anything done. It was just a lot of bloat. And now Microsoft is looking at the books. So there's a chance Xbox doesn't exist in 10 years. If they fuck this up. I talk about, I got a crush on Asha. If she fucks this up, Xbox could die. Microsoft, because it's a rounding error right now. This gets too dark. It was some extra hot sauce. All right, peace out, Nosferatu. We got a couple girls. It's a couple girls. You can say girls, plural. Shout out to Listless and Sherry, and sometimes Courtney. Mina Shirakawa, shout out to her. She's now one of the more prudes in the female wrestling industry. I'm not a Shotzi fan. I am a fan of those random thick ass luchadores. Those fucking female luchadors that are thick with their ass cheeks out. I'm a fan of them, but they're degenerates. Don't marry one. Don't marry one. Yes, it implied the power suit. Yep, the power suit man was in Soviet. He was in a Soviet prison camp. We don't even know what they did to Batman. I don't think they got to that. Who knows? But he was depowered. They put a rod up his ass. Shout out to In Too Deep. Pause, but that's what they actually did. It was fucked up, and it made me feel like I'm sick of covering the shit. That was my limit of being able to cover that woke bullshit. Like, this is crazy. And this is at the same time they doing the fucking rage bait of what the fuck was it? One of those no, Jonathan Kent I think was gay. So yeah. Roy's, what are we talking about with Roy's? I forgot. Shout out to Tom Jensen. I think I mentioned Roy's because of the fucking looks maxers. Plastic surgery is a part of it. They do plastic surgery. They do drugs. Street drugs, remember, you're using meth, plus you're using GLP-1s, plus you're using steroids. That's a lot for a heart. And then you start doing surgeries. That's a lot for the system. It's a bunch of stuff, but they're going to die. So use the cream. I'm not going to get on TRT yet. I may shave my head. That's another kind of thing. But I'm just going with some creatine for right now. And part of that is just because of the protocol that I've been consistent with. Like, okay, I need some extra energy in the gym. We had Eugene. He was retarded, not gay. That's true. That character was low. He pedigree Triple H. Only reason people watch wrestling is to wank it, to plastic feet. That's a huge part of it, man. It's goonery right now. Goonery is carrying wrestling. That's why they don't want to get that belt off of Rhea Ripley, even though her body is frail. She hopped on the GLP-1, and her body's made of paper. They should have never did that for her. I don't know why she did it. I don't know why these girls who want to get so skinny. Who told y'all that? And I not to say who told y'all, but just like, what the fuck y'all doing? It is, if you're athletic, there's muscle loss as a huge thing for GLP-1s. That's why a lot of people who do take steroids and shit, so they can at least balance out the muscle loss, or if not improve upon. But jerking into a Walmart mannequin. Speaking of plastic, Tiffany Stratton, holy smokes. Don't do body fluids at Walmart. People do have to work there. I'm not encouraging that. That's what Forbidden Ruin said. The dev cycles are so long. A lot of it's corporate slop. A lot of it's not practical. Some of it's practical. For something like GTA, it's a little bit of both. I'm sure the scope of this game is going to be massive. You know who's really promoting it right now is the fucking creators. Do y'all think I should buy it on launch? You know what? That's a poll. I don't do many polls. I'm going to do a poll. And Wolverine Snick is sending out gift memberships at the same time. So I got to give members something. I'm going to just do a video for the members. Strictly for the members. I got to do a video because Wolverine Snicket I'm going to do something for y'all. Like, before I go back to work Wednesday. So next couple days, y'all getting something. Because there's a bunch of y'all, and I got to get y'all to stay here. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just thank you, Wolverine Snicket. There's a lot to talk about, or at least on the behind YouTube, about these memberships. I don't think nothing of it. You've just encouraged me. You just forced me. I got to work on it. Thank you, Wolverine Snicket. You a cold dude. You're a cold dude because you did not have to do that, and I appreciate the hell out of that. So now I'm going to give y'all some work in a good way. Thank you, Scramble. There's people. You're welcome. And by the way, aren't those people watching? So how many people do I really have watching? It show 8 people, unless it just go to the next people if you're not there. Maybe that's what it do. Cause I'm like, how many people are you watching? But thank y'all for doing this. I forgot what the fuck the question was gonna be. Cause I got so excited and delighted. Pause. Just jumped on. Thank you. You can't be gifted. They put a cap. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do something for the members. But what was I finna say? Kai got a bunch of. So I got even Thoth. I didn't know Thoth was still on the channel. Oh man, I gotta get a member something. Okay, what the fuck was my question? Now I gotta go back in my damn stream. When watching movies all night, I appreciate it. People that haven't hit the system limit, I appreciate that. So let me try to see what the fuck I was talking about because I can't remember. So, okay, here's me from the past. Oh, you probably can't hear me that much. Or at least on the behind YouTube about these memberships, I don't think nothing of it. You just encouraged me. You just forced me. Okay. She hopped on the GLP-1, and her body made a paper. They should have never did that for her. So it's like, what the fuck y'all doing? It is people who do it do. But speaking of plastic, Tiffany Stratton, holy smokes. Been really saying. The death cycles are so long. A lot of it's corporate slop. A lot of it's not practical. So a little bit of both. You know who's really promoting it right now is the fucking creator. Oh shit! Should I get GTA 6? That was the question. And Wolverine Snick is sending out. I was talking about Look Maxing, but I went on a tangent, and I wanted to say, who should I get GTA 6? But we were talking about Looks Maxing, and I can go back to that, and then I gotta go back to the game, and then try to do both. Should I go get GTA 6 because of channel shit? I was not gonna get it until people said. It's a good way of blowing up your channel. So I'm starting to poll. And then Wolverine Snicket, thank you. We're going to do something special in the next couple days. I'm going to do at least a thank you video and then maybe just rant and then just give it. It's just for y'all. It's just for y'all. So thank you. We got no 100%. I'm assuming y'all going to say no. You voted. You said no. And I might listen to you, but I might not. And I just want to know what y'all think. And the reason I say I might not is I play games. It's not the end of the day. But I don't really got 100 at the same time. I wouldn't mind to know either, because I ain't really got 100 to just give these motherfuckers 100 for what? Do I think this is going to be that great of a game? No. But is it a decent marketing opportunity that's not taking it up the butt? Yeah. You know what I mean? But I've also tried that with Black Myth Wukong, and that did nothing. But that was one time. This is obviously a much bigger game than that's going to be, or that was. So, I don't know. And then it's, hey, I get if you don't want
wasn't yanking my tail.
To see this.
Steve was really here. Hot damn.
Because it's not your bag. But hey, you know, I'm still going to talk to y'all. I'm still going to give y'all something. Let's see if I will actually get one of these. Oh, shit. Watch people playing. That's not a bad idea. A code in the box is bullshit. I might get struck with the soundtracks. It's true. And you buy it, you getting question Mr. and War Shot. Why? Why can't I buy it and just stream it as a creator, just for the purposes of, hey, I hope a few extra people who don't normally watch the stream. Because how did you find this stream? You just happen to be either because you look up Batman or Arkham, or you whatever. You was connected with Arkham. You saw somebody streaming Arkham at a random time, and that's how you found the channel. And you're not the only one to find a channel in this channel in a similar method. Sometimes the game does matter. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm trying to get get a video out for the members and just try to do I gotta do more videos. Maybe do members videos. You originally knew me as a guest. Fair enough. GTA be last part 2 is sell $1 million, but not enough to please shareholders. I don't think it'll sell enough to please shareholders in the near term, but I think long term people are gonna buy it. I think it's long. That's, you know what I mean. That's what I think. I don't know that I'm right. I'm gonna shoot this. I don't know. Like I said, there's, it's not many ways to promote yourself on this fucking platform. And I don't, even though I talk about some topics some of the time, I'm not a topic of the day channel. Hey, I appreciate the audience I have. Appreciate the Wolverine Snicket helping support the channel, and everybody, y'all help support the channel. But, I've been in here 6 years. It'd be nice to make a little scratch. I know nobody, I'm not trying to, I don't know, it'd be nice, shit. Especially, I'm so fucking broke. How the fuck do I get up there? What do you want me to do? But, there's no guarantee I do or don't. I don't know, that's just my thinking. And I like being honest. I'm just honest about all the bullshit. I try to be as honest as I can, with y'all. Because this is y'all channel as much as it is mine. But this is part of the reason they don't want to print discs. If they do have a flop, it costs, they don't spend all that printing costs. One of many. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons. Keeping the price in check, because a lot of digital, they can make, you can charge whatever. Now, how the hell do I see this. What do you, I got keep shooting. I already shot it. But,
the Discord
shit. I don't know. I may not do it. A lot of it's gonna depend. Is this game releasing when they say? And where I'm at financially. Like, if it came out this week, I wouldn't be getting it. Right? So it just wouldn't be happening. So, and you know what? I probably might still wait that first week. I'm not going to try to be the first this, you know what I mean? Because that's what I usually do. Even for this game, I didn't buy it at launch. I don't like buying games at launch. So I've been doing, I don't know how to, I gotta check on how to multi-stream with Rumble. I'm streaming to Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. YouTube is really the only one that gives me anything. I know you stream, Wolverine. There's an easy solution to be able to afford discs. Don't spend longer. Yeah. They're taking too long. A lot of it, like we talked about, is just the corporate structure of it taking an Xbox, literally 15 people for you to make a decision. 15 different people gotta approve something. How the hell are you gonna make a game like that? You need a handful of decision makers, and then enough people to work on the assets. And the decision makers are the decision makers, and their decision is decision. And win, lose, or draw, you fuck up everything, you make it a successful thing. Whatever the case may be, it falls on a handful of people, and that's it. Not the whole fucking thing, and every department got to approve this and this and that. You got to streamline that shit, because you can't make any decisions. And that's why it costs $1,800 trillion and 50 years to get anything done. It's not technical, it's structural. think the only company that's even close to knowing what they're doing right now is Capcom. It's just, hey, it shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 years to get a game done. I don't think in dev time it does take more than 2 or 3 years. Sometimes 4 or 5 if we're talking something major. Like I said, it depends how major. Yeah, you maybe for some of these massive RPGs, it might take 6 or 7 years of actual dev time to just develop everything. But I'm talking about for the massive, like the Baldur's Gates. But I say that I don't know what it took to make Baldur's Gate. Y'all can correct me. And I'm not a big, Baldur's Gate guy, but I just know that took a lot. I remember fucking Cyberpunk, which now everybody loves and plays this. That took a lot. Hey, Grim Dart, appreciate you being here. You're not wrong. The only way GTA 5 is as successful as it is the GTA roleplay. Very true. Well, how long GTA 6 took? Have you said, hold on, bastards. You said, seriously, man, it took so long. I was in high school when it was announced I'm retired before it releases. That's part of why I wanted. It's just it's a cultural event. I cover other cultural events. It's like I kind of do have to cover this, don't I? Hey again, Grim Dart. Roleplay streamers had 5 copies. That's crazy. I'm not doing all that. And listen, I don't know, I don't know. I cover other stuff. There's nothing crazy to cover this. 10 or 11 when GTA 5 came out, I was 26. 25 to 26 when GTA 5 came out. And I am now 38. It was a different time. That when it came out. But you know what, man? That's their fault. I wonder how much
diamond keys are forever.
People get yeah, PS3, PS4, yeah. It started off, it was a PS3 available game. I'm thinking of playing 43. Ooh, that would be cool if you could get one, Scrambles. I've always wanted one. Yeah, if you can do it, I would do it. 43 for a speaking spell that's already circuit bit. Cause I've thought about I know how to solder a little. I've soldered my own cable. I actually have cable I need to solder. Creepy. But man, that would be cool to have a speaking spell. I would say do it. To have a speaking spell that's already been messed with, and then if you do know how to circuit bend yourself, you can still mess with it. I think that'd be worth it.
They just keep making more of you, huh?
Where's the health? There are 7 copies of GTA 5 out: PS3, 360, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, and Xbox Scarlet or X Series S, PC. Crazy. It's cool. Thanks. Yeah, that'd be dope. First, you were 6 first time you ordered on circuit board. Okay. I can't really mess with circuit board. I don't know what I'm doing. Finding odd gamers haven't moved on from GTA. Seriously, intellectual property has an expiration date. Like GTA 6 is like a shit bomber. Shit, I can solder a little, says Scrambles, and Wolverine stick it down. Sell many copies but break the series. We've talked about this is just a downturn for entertainment as a whole, and as a result, certain things are driving demand. That's why people are all of a sudden care about who the director is or who the game developer is. Not that they never cared, but these things are way more important than they once were. Obviously, because people want assurances of quality. People only want long-standing franchises. People don't want to take a risk because they don't. Because they feel like they don't have assurances of quality. When I say people, I don't necessarily mean everyone, but I do mean a wide majority of people. And I don't know what the population is, but I know the monoculture is dead. So you don't have quite the same amount of people active looking for any one given thing, be it a video game, TV show, whatever, as you may be used to 10, 15 years because there's so much stuff. One person's looking for this, one person looking for that type shit. You almost overrated on I have a version of 5. I don't really, it's not that fun to me.
So that's where the crooked cops were ferrying the shrews. The uphill resort, or as city mice like to call it, a good old
It just
nut
wasn't
house.
that fun.
Place has been locked
And I didn't
down
even play
tight
online.
ever
I just
since
didn't feel like
that,
dealing with all the getting
incident 20
carjacked and
years
shit. I
ago.
don't want to deal with this shit.
Getting in's gonna take some finesse.
Drop back, okay. Quote Yu-Gi-Oh! The end of something amazing, the start of another amazing thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Moto for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX came out. One has GTA for PS3 and PC. What's here? Alright, man. Not saying Yu-Gi-Oh! This 2020s. Gonna take this slop. Yeah, it's just a slop era. Too much corporal interference, too much.
Something tells me the next
much
step
bullshit.
is pinned to the end of a gray string.
R.I.P. Sam Neill. Who's Sam Neill? I'm sorry. You said Yu-Gi-Oh! Was an early victim of slop. I mean, slop has always been around. We just now got that term. And you got modern
Sit
slop.
down.
Yeah, vintage
Have
slop.
a drink with me.
Why are you thirsty?
Oh, no. It's just... oh, never mind. Mr. Brown, 2 glasses of your
Jurassic Park.
finest fondue.
Oh, man.
Coming right up.
They
All right,
still
you
making
got
those
something
to
on
this
your
day.
mind, or we just drinking the drink?
Oh, no occasion. Just need to take the edge off. You know, politics,
Save
the
is delicious,
backroom
oh
deals.
Lord. Rest in peace, Sam Neill.
Wrestle enough snakes. You start
that's- I wasn't
wondering
expecting
if
that.
you have scales yourself.
No, that was I wasn't expecting.
So
That
we're
was
getting
dark.
sentimental now?
But you are a happy dinosaur. There
Right
you go.
are, my friend.
You can call BDH
those
and you
were
can call
the
BDH
days,
and
Us three
call both
against
of
the
them.
whole
Both
and
of
the
them.
world.
It was Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park.
Funny.
Okay.
I remember it different.
Oh,
Pause.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of smoke, a lot of gas, and that sound.
There's too many
You
films.
know the one. Like a drop of water.
The
that
fact
won't
that they
come
were
out
able to
of your
resurrect
ear.
the series and then hit another 3 or 4
Yeah.
films off top.
Oh.
That's a lot. But people went to go see them because that's an established franchise. There's a reason they only do sequels. At first, I was blaming them, and I still can.
I might be bite-sized, but I bite back.
But a lot of it is the audience. Now, that's why. That's another reason
Jack?
why there's so much hype on it.
What's new, Wussy Mouse?
What you
Oh,
call it?
not much. I gotta go to the nut house, though.
Obsession.
Well, I'm glad you're ready to have that talk. I've been thinking
Because
about an intervention.
it's something different from Hollywood.
No. I mean, actually go there. It's a dead end for the missing shrews. And Steve's cheese crumb trail ends right at the front gate, too.
So, what's stopping you from getting a room with a view?
Well, I do have this fancy perforated card.
I don't know. I'm trying to keep
You
up with the
really
story.
needed to run this by me? Just go and punch in.
Okay.
Cheesy mysteries rule the headlines these days.
Yeah, shout out to BDH and ScarJo.
Boring.
Start watching Jurassic Park with ScarJo joined. I blame China. Yeah, China did help fund some of the early slop era. But I don't know if China fucking with Hollywood like they once was. But they did fund some of it, and I guess they still kind of are, because when something blows up in China, it blows up. That's usually, you need both of those for your movie to be successful on a large scale. You really need both China and America. You can't just have one. You need both of those markets to be to fuck with you, basically, for your movie to really blow up. Or the speaking spell, dope.
So,
where'd you get it off of? eBay?
What are you gonna do next?
Tough call, but I gotta go scratch the underbelly.
Yeah, I've
Rush
heard the
Hour
older
10.
it gets, the
Don't
more
give them any
rubbing it
ideas.
needs.
I don't think they could pull that
No,
off, though.
Tammy, I meant the city subway. The rotten underbelly, the big stink.
Oh, gotcha.
They would
Watch
need new
yourself.
people.
Back in
Jackie
the day,
ain't.
the subway
Jackie
was an
retired.
old cheese like a smuggling route.
Jackie retired.
But
He
anyone
ain't trying to do all
the
those crazy
street
stunts no
system
more.
running the shady enterprise through the
What was the
tunnels.
last one they did in like
But,
2006?
hey,
That
if
was
you're
enough for
gonna
him.
go down there,
Yes.
I'm sure Chris Tucker would love to
see,
do
they
one,
used to
but
have these black
Jackie Chan, 'cause he was
market
already
workshops
old when
all over
he
the
got to
place,
Hollywood. I
mostly
mean,
full of junk I
was
don't
that
give a
Rumble
rat's
in-
tail about.
Rumble in the
But
Bronx, I think,
back
was it
when I,
the first time they was really hyping him up
worked
for
in the
Hollywood?
area, I
That's
came across
95,
plans
and he
for
was
some
like probably like
seriously fancy
late
stuff.
30s, 40s.
Mostly
He's
guides
probably like
to
Ric
fixing
Flair's
rides
age.
and tuning engines, that kind of thing.
They're like a similar
Jack,
age, Ric Flair
I'd
and
be
Jackie Chan.
really, really grateful if you find.
Say no more, kiddo. I'll keep an eye out for the
So
plans.
Ric Flair was like
Thanks,
70.
Jack.
Jackie
You're
Chan's
the
probably close to that.
bestest.
Because he was like late 30s in the mid 90s. Maybe he was at the youngest early 30s, but he was definitely over 30 by 95. Because he had already he's been a long time in Hong Kong. He does choreography. Man, he should be doing all of it, man. Because we talk about slop, right? I'll tell you one of the main reasons action movies suck right now is the choreography and the reliance on CG. Just have two people scrap and make it look good. Just have Jackie Chan and what's my man name? Benny the Jet Arquidez. Just have them scrap. You don't need any CGI. You don't need none of that shit. Just have them two scrap. And it'll be colder than any fucking CGI Marvel bullshit. So, I think if he's choreographing, he's not doing enough films, because you just don't see that old school two people trading blows, pause, back and forth, and making something cool happen. We was just talking about pro wrestling. There's a reason people like pro wrestling matches, and that's the reason. So
Maybe
they need to
is
book
all
better shit in these
connected.
action movies. Looking back, with your Japan fixation, started, you think it's between Puffy and Miyumi or Godzilla's Millennium reboot. So Scramble, you just saw an ad on Facebook and IG. That's dope. I didn't know shit. Don't be showing
I've
me those
seen that
ads.
symbol before. Just can't put my finger on where.
Speaking of Goonery Richard, talking about he want to see Bryce Dallas Howard as Gwen Stacy as Gwen Stacy as Spider-Gwen versus Scarlett Johansson, aka ScarJo, in a bra and panties match. Get Hot Topic. I do not get Hot Topic ads, and I do not. You're the one who likes goths, and that's your thing, and that's the gimmick. He fucks with goths. I really don't. I'm honest about what I fuck with. The big booty Latinas, some of the semi-tortas, yeah, that's me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm standing on that. But Gosh, I mean, something cute, but I could care less. I didn't send you. If I sent you one, it was because you sent me one, and I'm just trying to, I don't know, return it. I don't know. I ain't looking at it for these guys. It's not quite my gimmick. I can't fucking. How long are we streaming? What time is it? I guess we'll keep going. As long as y'all have me. Goners save wrestling in casinos. Hong Kong Tringo Limited. I see. Well, good luck. Hopefully it's not some bullshit. I mean, I'd rather you not, because I don't know what crazy shit I'd be saying. I don't be talking about y'all, but I'd be talking
Okay, Jack.
shit.
It's just the job. The clowns will be there, and that is
shit,
okay.
I don't like clowns. I'm about to be shooting at clowns. So you don't fuck with the Joker. I don't be talking about y'all. I don't think. I talk about some other shit. There is some other shit in there.
Well, if it ain't the fun police.
More grow up,
Better
more just
circle
like
around
Joker.
this bunch.
I'm kind of with you. I really wish Batman has such a great rogues gallery. For Joker to be the main villain and all the here's the gimmick, man. Joker's just a dude with a knife. I get he's smart and shit. I get Batman's smart and shit, and they match wits. But how is he murking so many people? He's not really. He's crazy and shit. He's not really a threat like that, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Mr. Freeze is a threat. Bane is a threat. Clayface is a threat. I mean, Joker, like, how is he? If not for the writers, obviously they write him. You say, well, Joker did this, this, and this.
No entry. You ever get bored saying that?
That's more writer shit. If we're just talking about what his capability is, I mean, it's what you call it? It's just writers making him look good. He's not really like that. That's why, think about this. If ever the Justice League evolved, how rarely is Joker? Obviously, there's one massive exception. And that's, of course, a reference to Injustice. That's more writers with their writer bullshit. A lot of comics we got Joker as a clown, yeah. And yeah, they don't. He does. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't even have his gadgets. He doesn't even have the Jokery stuff. Heath Ledger did something, and everyone was like, "Oh man!" I like the Heath Ledger Joker, right? Not shaming it because it was cool, but that was one person doing one thing, one time. It's great. It's not. It's not. What's his name? Luke Scott is not Luke, obviously. Hamill. It's not Mark Hamill, and I don't even know if that's really that. It was cool. It was very cool. It was very interesting. Very innovative. Same with the singer. What's his name? Arthur Fleck. You know, that's cool, but it's not Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill understood the character. I think Jack understood the character better than a lot of people. I think what he did was closer to what is on the page than what he did, even though I, again, like what Heath Ledger did, but that was a one-time thing. You know what I mean? Again, sometimes you just got to leave well enough alone and just, rock with what you got at that time. That's what it was. That's cool. You got something cool. You can't just make it again. Like, that's just not how it is. And now he's not even a fucking clown. He doesn't use the Joker gas. He doesn't use his thing. He's not dressing all crazy. Because what happened is Heath Ledger kind of reminded, like, this character on paper really shouldn't be fucking with Batman like y'all have him fucking with Batman. And so they gotta change him all up because he should have never been what he got made into. And that now we're seeing the consequences of that. All right, have a good night. Happy Dinosaur. Yeah, I would like to see the same thing, Fizz. Remember what he is. He's a nuisance. And he should be dangerous. I don't want to totally take all the danger out of him. Pause. But he needs to stop being put as like he's just the end all be all. Not just for what I'm talking about, but also for Batman, the rest of his roles. Like, I'm depending on what reports will depend on whether or not I give this Sparkle Boy another chance. Unfortunately, there's not enough people out there that's critical of this franchise, and maybe I need to be. Because that discourse needs to, what's called Richard. Shit, I'm getting hit. You have asked why talk about it, and I guess part of the answer is because this discourse needs to exist. It needs to be more people on the internet talking about the Batman as a bad movie, and that the version we got was subpar. There's not enough people discussing it as if it was bad. More people are discussing it as if it was good. So people have to know. The record has to show, no, this was not a good movie. People voted Harley Quinn beating Zatanna. Like, that's crazy. They treat him too seriously, treat him like a horror monster. Yeah. That's exactly what they treat him like. And almost as supernatural. And I know they talk about Batman has plot armor. So does this guy. So, it's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how they portrayed the Joker. And like I said, I'm putting some of that, not necessarily blame, but I just think Heath Ledger's portrayal held a lot of weight. And that made the Joker that we get. Even though he doesn't look like him as much as he once did. But I still think he's been a major influence in the framing. Just like the Nolan films have become, between the Nolan films and the the Arkham games, that's a lot of people's modern, that's all they think about. Now obviously I would say they're forgetting BTAS, but that's the reality because BTAS launched in 92 and went to if you count TNBA to 97, 98, and then with Justice League 04, had a 12-year run. But if you were born in 05, and I know you guys, the younger people here, you guys are more apt to go back and look at stuff. But I'm referring to average Joe. I don't know that they are.
Spectacle, wasn't it, dear?
You can say that again, hun. Oh, now the whole season's ruined, and I was so looking forward to the
Francine? You was born 04. It's called Batman and not Joker. But you're you. And now, listen, I will say, there are people who go back. It's not nobody. But but not everyone goes back to everything. Not everybody likes everything. I was a huge fan of the 04 Batman, right? Speaking of 04, I thought that was a pretty good one. I was actually starting to rewatch it the other day. It's kind of underrated, right? Save. Meelan. It's my show. Of course it's me. Of course it's about me. It's my fucking channel. Meelan. If it was other people's channel, you could go there, but it ain't RDC World or group. It's VigilanteWilliamson, the singular individual. Yeah, what the fuck else we talking about? I just talked about stuff that you talked about. You've already been included. Nolan's Batman. I'm a fan of Nolan's Batman. We'll see what his latest movie does. I don't know, man. We'll see. I actually am interested. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do all that. And seeing what the fuck is actually about to happen with this Nolan. Did I call you Milan? When did I call you Milan?
Mamma mia, I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
You're right, it is too silly. But that's the point. I think people are forgetting this is a comic book character. They're making Batman too serious, so they're getting... That's why the fucking Riddler. That's why, first off, there's no more Hush. Hush and the Riddler are the same dude now. That's awesome. And then Riddler is this... He's not the fucking Riddler.
What?
You one of them coppers, huh?
He is a clown, exactly. The Diddler.
Yeah, something like that. So tell
but the
me what
Riddler's
hell
this
happened
fucking incel streamer weirdo. No, he didn't really be. He wasn't really the Riddler. He didn't do any riddles.
Really wish you would stop doing that.
Stop a water.
Just
He did, I know there were a
happened,
few
step
riddles,
by
but it's
step.
not like the same.
Well,
He wasn't the
we had
Riddler,
a
man.
rehearsal. Francesco
He was just some
high
dude
on the wire.
Screaming in his cell with a fucking
Yeah, I don't know
weird
what that is.
dark
See
green
up
raincoat
there?
poncho
He
thing
walked
on.
the line.
That's not the
and
Riddler. That's the guy from Seven trying to be the
Oh,
Riddler.
me,
Shout out
oh,
to
dear.
Kevin Spacey. Speaking of diddlers,
So
Kevin
where is
Spacey
he
is a
now?
diddler.
And why does it look like a tornado?
That's
at
Kevin
this place?
Spacey's character from
Oh,
Seven,
ese elefanto. He's
trying to
really
be the Riddler,
domo.
played by
Look at
Paul
the
Dano.
mess. He went straight through with the props.
And I'm not going to go
Wasn't
full
just
Tarantino
panic,
on Paul
right?
Dano because I'm not like an expert on his work, but I didn't think he was that good in that movie. And I didn't think Sparklebat was that good. I do like that he at least was
chunk like
Batman
a
most of the
water,
movie.
Oh boy.
Exactly, a
Oh,
puzzle
boy,
guy who's a
indeed.
villain.
So he falls, freaks out, bolts.
And I've
Don't
lost.
tell me he's afraid of mice.
I've lost the story,
Or that the clowns were behind it.
so
Hey,
I'm
clowns.
lost on what's going on now.
And mimes.
You stupido? No. The cheese must have worn off, eh?
But,
He's a sulking somewhere
Yeah,
in the
they don't
debris,
want
huh?
these villains to be shown in their original
I'll
way
poke around and check
because
in
they're
on
too
Francesco.
jokey, and now you can't take it seriously.
See anyone
And a lot of
messing
people
with
have
the
left.
equipment?
I must have pissed somebody off.
Crowd was a
Or that,
fool,
or just
huh?
getting tired. It
Could've
is,
been
what, 2
anyone.
a.m.,
Take a
so
look around,
that's
huh?
part of it. 2 a.m.
It's a stupid
Central
old
Time,
elefanto.
3 a.m.
Him and
East
his
Coast.
Donato Vices.
Thank you again, Wolverine Snicket, if you are still
money
here,
we're
man.
gonna
You
sink into
fucking-
cleanup.
that's crazy.
I knew he was faking that accent.
Hey, man.
Hey, this is the way to the elephant's dressing room.
But yeah, they don't want these
Yeah,
characters.
but as you can see, cleanup's
to
still a
be
mess.
look-
You'd have to be like
Oh yeah, I do remember
fast
the
as
dude
wind,
start the
you know?
channel.
Run on walls.
He was mad about
Can you do that?
Yeah, I don't think I
Rittenhouse, I
can.
think.
Or even want to.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, man. Just do it. Please?
Watch him. Oh Lord. Okay.
Look at him go. Hey, man. We're not even done down here.
Yeah, I made a video.
Look at him
I made a
go.
couple videos about the Kyle Rittenhouse situation. I don't. If I remember, he was a kid during one of the
Come on. You got this.
during one of the George Floyd protests. He went out. Some people ran after him. He shot back. He murked one. He
Hey,
murked
man.
one or two of them.
We're not even done down here. Look at him
A lot
go.
of people got mad and
Hey, man.
felt
We're
different
not even
ways
done
based upon
down
politics,
here.
racial shit.
Look
But
at
my
him
thoughts
go.
were, he probably shouldn't have been out there in the first place. I'm not saying they should have messed with him, or I didn't even say. See, and this was a purity
I'm,
test. I said, you know, I can understand self-defense, And then there was a lot of twists and
I'm a
turns by the
private
media.
dick.
The people he killed wasn't even.
The language.
They kept saying that these
As
were
in
black people. They
private
certainly weren't. The people
detective.
he would kill were kind of
Just here to ask
despicable
a few
people.
questions. You do that high
And then
wire act
nationality, I
often?
can get into it, but you know,
Yes, sir.
like I said, they
Since
were not
I was
actually
a
melanated.
baby,
That
my,
notwithstanding, I
coup
said, you know,
de grace,
independent of that, and that
yes.
wasn't an influence
Yeah,
that if they were.
coupe de grace, indeed.
When you looked at what happened,
So,
it was like, okay,
what went
I can see
sideways
self-defense,
this
but he
I
wasn't
don't
out
know,
there.
sir.
Uh,
Swear on my
he
mother's
should have been out
grave,
there.
it-
That's
it
still my opinion.
just
I mean,
happened.
if I
Well,
don't
not
care
much
that
to
much,
work
I'm not,
with.
you know, whatever. But that's
But
just what I
everything
said.
cracks with the right
He was
nudge.
unhappy with it. There was other people who weren't happy with it, but he was mad. And then, what happened? Then, you know, time passes. That video and those series of videos are probably from what 2021, 22, whenever the trial happened. I had did something on my video at the time of it happening, so that was kind of a follow up from that. But now it's the next year. It's a year later. Oops. And apparently, this person was still on the channel because I bring up, do you guys remember that guy who was really mad about that? And he then starts talking in the chat immediately and getting mad again. So this guy had to, I don't know if he caught every episode. And again, I'm lost with the story. But he was watching me and was even watching me at that time. So without lurking the whole time, he must have been lurking. So that's the story. And I don't know if the years are exactly correct, but it was around that time frame.
Sir.
Really? Then.
Oh no, the
why
writer
is
should
there
have
a
been there.
bucket of
I
blue
agree with
cheese
that. I
leftovers
think that was my
anywhere?
statement. Nobody should have been there
No,
because I actually
thought I was
covered and
supposed to
saw,
know.
you know, if we
I
open
need
that
to take
that
out
can of
the
worms back.
trash. Oh no, 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 no.
Hey, relax. I'm not here to arrest
I back in 2020,
Really?
like
Now talk
right
to me.
after it happened,
Where'd you get the cheese?
there was a live stream because
no,
of all of these events, and it was hours and hours, and I was trying to show people, okay, this is what it really was. This is how it was. 90% of the people who were there were spectators. There were a few people moving supplies who were part of the, you know, the Antifa CIA psyop. There were a few people in this guy's crew, and they aren't running around with AKs and ARs and shit like this. So there's a few people in his crew doing that. At some point, I think he was putting out a fire that was getting started. And then they chased him. Somebody swung a skateboard. He hit him. So I was on the side as far as but I still maintain nobody should have been out there. It was a bunch. And again, most of the people I showed, and again, the story for this, I'm so sorry. There was a guy in the Captain America fake toy out. There was people not taking it serious. There was all sorts of people at these fucking protests because it was 2020 and everyone was locked down, and that was the place to go for a lot of young people in these areas when it popped off, just to be seen, just to see what was out there, just to stream on their own Instagrams. That was 90% of the people there. It wasn't you know what I mean? It wasn't like everybody there just tearing shit up or. There was this. No, it was 90% of the people was there. There was a few people you could tell they was organized, and there was some people who were he was telling the guy who was streaming off his phone who caught all this. He was letting them know exactly how the game was going and who was running things and how the Antifa dudes was running shit. He was letting everybody know what was happening, and it was just me trying to give an authentic thing of what happened in the very first place, which is why I came to my conclusion. Oh, hey, you know what? Nobody should have been out there. I'm sure anybody who was out there, I mean, as long as nothing happened to you, you don't regret it. But anybody who went out to any of those things and had a negative impact, I would guess probably regrets it to some extent. And they would be smart too, because ultimately it was a waste of time. It was a waste of time, and oh shit. Worst case scenario, a few people got hurt in a way that they need to be hurt. All over. What was a psyop? If we want to go keep if we're gonna keep going deeper into this, that whole George Floyd thing was one massive psyop. A lot of people, myself included, to some extent, fell for it. It was a massive psyop. That's all it was. It was an organized psyop, and it was a great way for them to create the world that we have now. In a lot of ways.
Shrew-sized, definitely used, just like the ones down.
There's a critter creeping around your house. Oh man. Funnily enough, Scarecrow works better for that plot than Riddler. Why didn't he use Scarecrow? Scarecrow would have been better, and at least we would have had once this fucking because my big issue with that movie is that fucking flood at the end. Spoilers for Batman 22 again. But I've sat 2 hours in this movie. You've ruined the Waynes. You've done all this dirt, and you've got all these stupid, it's a couple decent set pieces mixed in there, but you spent 2 hours of work. Not at one time did you mention that Gotham was underwater, or that a flood could be a thing, or that Riddler's plan was to flood the city. There was that never got mentioned. That never got teased. In fact, it seems like the movie's ending, and you just do this fucking false finish, and then we get 30 minutes of craziness. Millions of people had to die because you're basically flooding Manhattan, or at least hundreds of thousands or thousands, and it comes out of fucking nowhere. And you had that weird scene that's supposed to be this epic scene. If you like it, cool. It comes off like terrible. What did you do? And he's, I'm like, man, Tarantino's weird. There's a reason, like this is why he talks shit about Paul Dano, because this is not acting. This is not good acting. If you like it, it's a niche thing, to each their own. You got the right to like what you want to like. I'm not, I don't know all Paul Dano's catalog like that. Maybe he does have some dope stuff, but this was not that nice. And there's a critter. I thought I had a critter. I had the fucking pest control guy look at it. He said sometimes birds.
A high-profile meeting.
So I don't know.
Yeah, can't afford to miss that.
But yeah, the rioters should have been there, obviously. But like I said, a lot of those rioters were not like just, I'm just mad because George. No, that was not the case. I'm just mad about George Floyd, so I'm about to tear shit up. A lot of people thought that was really happening. No, those were. I mean, I can go back to the video every so often when it gets brought up. I'll go back and I'll show you the people if I can find it. If it's up, it might not still be up because YouTube and that shit. But if it's still up, there were people. Or we could find another copy of it, moving all sorts of riot supplies. I mean, there were reports about pallets of bricks being laid out and all that stuff. That was all artificial AstroTurf. Again, it was a psyop. It was a major racial psyop. 2020, the year of psyops, the year of the psyop. It was a part of that whole gimmick. And it was a successful psyop. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh, it's a clown. It's okay. It's okay.
He looks okay. He's a happy clown. I'm gonna have to probably clap them later. Yeah, Hush. Oh yeah, he's right. He's Hush. Oh man, speaking of more Riddler shitty material, boy, when that's coming for you who has a racist character. They made a Hush movie, wasn't half bad until you end it, and Hush isn't fucking Hush. He's just the fucking Riddler. It's like, well, kind of fuck this. This is not what I wanted. And I get that, okay, we want to change things because people read it. Okay, but don't change this. You talking about behavior? I don't even. You know what? I don't know if he quite even acts like Scarecrow. But at least with Scarecrow, there would have more than likely been more implied. Because I kind of see that. But I think he just kind of acts like this original, weird incel streamer guy. he is trying to, but I guess, he's not even Joker sometimes will use the media as a way of getting different points across and stuff like that. Using fear. I guess that, he definitely was a character that was trying to use fear to intimidate people in one respect. So I'm not gonna say there's nothing to that. But honestly, I don't think they made a competent character at all. You know what I mean? I would think I would give him that much credit all the way around. Scarecrow is kind of an insult. Yeah, there's something there. There's not. I'm not gonna say there's nothing there, but I don't think they did that quite even well enough. You know what I mean? I think they, But I mean, he might have fit better going off of everything, and then you have that ability to have Scarecrow do fear toxin. Fear toxin coming out of nowhere would have been a better fit than the flood coming out of nowhere. In a version where Scarecrow was the villain. And even though they would have still probably had to explain it. Oh, I'm done. That would have still been. Oh, fuck. That would still been better. So. He doesn't just use fear toxin. Well, I'm still referring to the movie they made. The reason I mentioned the fear toxin is they clearly wanted some big, massive negative event to happen at the end of the movie to, I guess, in their heads be a twist. And I'm saying story-wise, if you use if you used him and his fear toxin, that would have been a superior story to tell than the one they did, because that is a more logical from the thing to happen than all of a sudden just Gotham just floods out of the blue. That's not even part of Gotham's iconography, right? That was just that's not even a twist. That's just a random thing happening. And so that's why I'm kind of saying, okay, if they would have did this, if they, since we started talking about using their character. But you're right. I mean, just because they wanted that event, that negative, terrible event. Like, okay, this massive event happens and Gotham has to deal with it. Which, honestly, I know that would probably be too on the nose with Nolan. So I'm sure that's why something like that wasn't done. But, I if you wanted that event, even with the Riddler, just tease that event. You know what I mean? You can't just come out of nowhere, hey, I think this movie's done. No, it's I guess, Bad Boys 2 did that shit, but when they kidnapped the sister and they gotta go to whatever country, I forgot what country it was, to get her back. So I guess there's that. But at least she gets kidnapped. Like it just is like, okay, they have it wrapped up and then all of a sudden the movie keeps going type shit. It just, and then, Bad Boys 2 doesn't take itself nearly as serious as this shit does. And that was kind of, that was not a bug, that was a feature of Bad Boys 2, right? And they act like they made some high art, not Bad Boys 2. You know what I'm saying? The whole flood, it made no sense. It was never teased, it never made sense. I thought he wanted to expose all the corruption in Gotham. Why does he now just want to destroy Gotham out the orange? Just, all right, I just want everything destroyed. Like, okay. Where the fuck did that come from? Why did you, if you wanted it, why wasn't that the first thing you did? what was the point of exposing everything in Gotham if you're just going to destroy it? Why not just destroy Gotham? Hell, you still almost did because you succeeded with flooding Gotham and killing ungodly amount of people, undoubtedly. But you know, I mean, whatever, man. I didn't write this shit. I didn't book this shit. His whole plan, yeah, it makes no sense. Because again, if you wanted to destroy Gotham, just destroy it. Which again, he did. But that was not the plan that we followed for 2 fucking hours. And that's what made the movie unforgivable. All the mistakes, all the shit it did with the Waynes that I don't like. All the shit that making the Waynes corrupt, making everybody corrupt, to sort of eat the rich undertones. Which, listen, that's a whole nother cans of worms, the eat the rich concept. Like, listen, there's a lot of demonic shit going out there, no doubt. But a strategy of jealousy is never good. We'll say that. I didn't say cape for the rich. I wouldn't do that either, but being mindlessly jealous of everybody just because they have more money than you, I don't know about that. Obviously, there's a lot of bullshit going on, but corporals, to be honest with all these data centers and all this evil shit. See, there's evil people. Bring evil people, the Epstein list. There's a lot of evil people. Bring these motherfuckers to justice. But that's the thing. The same motherfucker who want to eat the rich, there's a whole list of a bunch of rich and powerful people doing, you know, the most heinous acts on earth. Why don't you want them investigated? Why do you not want to, you know, I don't know. Why is that not what you, here's something instead of just this, it's just like you don't really even care. You're just saying this shit for Twitter. So you don't even want to eat the rich, really. You just want to talk shit on Twitter. You like, what's the guy, Mick Foley? You don't even really probably hate Trump. You just know it's cool too. So you want to say, oh, I'm not going to be at WWE because of Trump. Okay. But I'm about to go on Larry Ellison, a.k.a. one of Trump's buddies, network. Okay, well then, just say I wanted a raise. You ain't got to lie. Everybody else said, oh yeah, they're paying us less money, so we're going to leave. Yeah, you fucking lie and say, oh, it's because of Trump. Oh, okay. It clearly isn't, because if you hate Trump, why would you go on one of his friends' networks and get money from them? It's the same issue I had with CM Punk in the Saudi thing. It's like, just shut the fuck up. You don't have to say this shit, brother. You don't have to say some bullshit. You could just keep it real. Hey, they're not paying me money. I want money. Cool. No shame in this. No shame in the pimping. Just say that AEW was going to pay me more money than WWE, so I'm in AEW. That's what Kofi and whatchamacallit said. What's the fuck? Sheamus said they ain't AEW yet. But they said, oh, they're not paying us money. So, yeah, we leaving.
Mamma mia, I'm never gonna financially recover.
But it's cool to hate Trump. And listen, I'm not even a Trump fan like that. I'm just calling out bullshit as I see it. Like, don't blame this on Trump, bro. Don't lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it. You could just keep it I need one more. You could just keep it a whole buck and be honest. That's an available option. Keeping it a whole buck. And what makes it worse is that other people did keep it a buck and just say, oh yeah, they're not paying as much. So you look worse. You know what I mean? Because, with Sheamus in the New Day, it was like, oh, they wanted me to take a pay cut, so I didn't sign a new contract. Cool. Everyone knows WWE was undercutting their talent. And that's why people left. So just say that. You ain't got to make, oh, well, I'm leaving on principle to Trump. But that's obviously not true. You're obviously fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? So like, what the fuck? You didn't have to do that. That was a choice. It was a choice you made, and I don't know why you made it. No one told you to. Like, no one told you had to do that. But you wanted to look cool on Twitter, and nobody, most wrestling. There's a lot of smart wrestler fans, but 40% of people don't have internal dialogue, and there's enough stupid ones. There's enough stupid with anything. So I'm not just putting this on wrestling fans. But they'll just fucking follow along. Why didn't he leave in 2016? Because the money was still good in 2016. The money got a little funny. He didn't leave. That's all he had to say. Again, it looks worse because other people have kept it a butt. Oh, yeah, the money's going down. They asked us to take a pay cut. So I said no. And I don't blame them. If you got enough money to just go home from your job and they're not paying you like you want, you should do it. Now, everybody else can't do that. A lot of people, when they get asked to take a pay cut, so, they gotta do it. That's tough work. And I am stuck. I don't know where to go. I must have to go back in here, but I can't go here from the other side, so. I did all this. I'm so fucking stuck. So, I don't know. But like you said, it's cool to hate Trump. And that clout. Some people love that digiclout, man. And listen, I'm not immune. I was just talking about maybe I do GTA 6 for a little, just a little bit of the digiclout. So I'm not perfect, but some people really want a lot of people. One thing I try to do is be as honest as possible. Right? Like, I'm honestly lost in this game, if you're wondering. I don't know where to go. That's why I'm going in fucking circles. Man, I am going.
Look at him go.
Oh, fuck this. I did this already. Right in here. Did this into the picture. Probably got nothing to say.
Huh? No, I'm not doing anything. Cross my trunk.
Ever talking about, because I wasn't paying attention there. So I'm kind of stumped. I hate being stuck at this game. I did this thing.
Come on, you got this. Look at him go. Hey, man, we're not even done down here.
Shut up. And I'm pretty much done with this stream, man. I'm getting semi-tired. And I don't fucking know where to go. Circle. Man, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Let me just find one of those typewriters. Is there one up here? And then just save and then call it. So, I think it's one through here. Oops. 1, Next time I see one. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I've went everywhere. I think we're outside here. Yep. I don't know where to go. I'm gonna have to look at the fucking cheats and shit. So on that bombshell, it's time to end. This stream went pretty long. We go 2 or 3 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm guessing 2 hours, not quite as much. So thank you for joining. I gotta do something for the members. Thank you, Wolverine Snicket. 20 memberships is a lot. So thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the supporters. We try to grow. We're still trying to grow 6 years in. So have a good night, man. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe. Oh, did we not watch this Look Maxers video? I think we didn't. Well, you know what? We'll watch it tomorrow. How about that? 17. We can talk about that. It's been a while since we covered some shit like that, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. Moof Kev, I'm sorry if you was on on Kick, but we'll check this Look Maxers video out tomorrow. How about that? 'Cause, it's been a while since we looked into one of these weird subcultures. Remember we talked about cut culture, literally. We talked about the fat acceptance. We talked about a lot of different stuff. So it'd be interesting to look into this Look Maxers thing. So all right. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. Good night.